All right. Welcome aboard. Sorry you had to hear that. I'm gonna need my energy, my thirst. But let's do this. All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Nick here, and we are at part 3 of the Nick Picks Top 100 Countdown of 2025. Uh, I've already got 2 parts down. If you want to go watch those later on, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, let's dive right in. So we're a little over halfway with the countdown. We're doing number 40 to 11 today. And then New Year's Eve, we count down the final 10 songs. And I will talk more about that broadcast at the end of this video. So, okay, let's continue at number 40 with Moonlit Floor from Lisa. This song features a sample of Kiss Me from Sixpence None the Richer, a very popular song from 1999. Um, most people today, most young people will recognize that song, but this song was pretty nice, very sweet. And we're gonna hear more from Lisa later on in our countdown. Number 39, TGIF from Glorilla, 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. This song was a bop, and I'm so glad she put this on the Glorious album. I mentioned how it's nominated for Best Rap Album next year. Let's keep my fingers crossed. But this is a summer anthem. This will forever be a summer anthem. That is for sure. Number 38, Extra L. Jenny featuring Doechii. Jenny is also part of the Blackpink group. Put out her solo album this year and featured Miss Doechii. Has already been on our countdown already. We're going to see more of both Doechii and Jenny later on in the countdown. Number 37, Mutt from Leon Thomas. My boy Andre from Victorious. And little did I know that he's also a songwriter. He's proven that on Victorious. But he has written some very popular songs, especially one of them being for my girl SZA. Yes, he has written a song for SZA. Uh, Beautiful. But this year he put out his debut album, and this was his basically his debut single. I think he's had, you know what? I think he's had some other singles, but I think this was his breakthrough hit. Uh, I love this song. It's definitely one you want to kick back when you want to kick back and relax and who knows, maybe light one up. I don't know. Responsibly, of course. I'm not trying to promote that. Um, this is the song you want to jam to. Okay, number 36, Pink Pony Club from Chapel Roan. Uh, Very big year for Chapel Roan. She walked away with the Best New Artist Grammy this year. Um, Put out a couple more singles. It's probably work. I'm hearing she's putting out another album probably next year. She will be performing on New Year's Rockin' Eve, so best be prepared for that. But believe it or not, this song actually came out 5 years ago, and it entered mainstream this year. And people really caught on real quick. She performed the song at the Grammys this year, and all the Pink Pony girls and the Manly girls, they love this song. They really do. It was a bop this year. Number 35, Blue Strips from Jessie Murph. Um, we first heard from her when she did Wild Ones with Jelly Roll. She's done a couple songs on her own, but this year I think she put out a debut album, and this was this was the breakthrough hit. So it was a really good song, really nice little. Do I want to call it pop or do I want to? It's not country. A little pop ballad or something. I don't know, but it's a good song. Jessie will be performing on New Year's Rockin' Eve as well. Number 34, Sticky. Tyler the Creator featuring Glorilla, Sexy Red, and Lil Wayne. from the Chromacopia album, the Grammy-nominated Chromacopia album, and is nominated for, is it best rap song? I think it is. Can't remember, but it's Sticky got a nomination, and this is how. Sorry. Um, anyway, so Sticky, this is how Sexy Red got her nomination. There was no way she was going to submit any songs herself, but congrats. Sticky, I heard at the end of last year and got more airtime this year, and I'm glad it made the countdown. This was a nice little collab between the four. I wasn't expecting this, and to have the OG Lil Wayne in there makes it even better. There's a remix version, I believe, and it has Solange Knowles, that's Beyonce's sister, as a part of it. So go check that out. Number 33, What It Sounds Like from Huntrix. That's EJ, Audrey Nuna, and Rayami from the K-pop's Demon Hunter movie. And we'll be seeing a lot more of Huntrix in the last two videos. Best believe that. Number 32, Takedown. I'll just keep going because we're going to be talking about it real quick. Takedown from Huntrix. One of the biggest movies of 2025. Probably Netflix's best movie of the year because people just had it on nonstop repeat. Even in my household, it's like I was watching it every day. So that's one of those movies that's going to be stuck in my head. But nevertheless, the songs were very popular. In fact, all songs from the movie entered the Billboard charts this year, and all of the K-pop Demon Hunter songs landed on the year-end countdown. So that's a big accomplishment. Number 31, Good Luck Babe, Chappell Roan. One of the big hits of 2024, re-entering the countdown. This one's a bop. This one I can get down with. Okay, number 30, Born Again, Lisa, featuring Doja Cat and Ray. All three have had an incredible 2025. Ray picking up a nomination for Best New Artist at the Grammys. And this was a nice collab. I wasn't expecting this, and it ended up being one of the best collaborations of the year, dare I say. And we already know Doja Cat had her latest album, VIE, released this year. We'll be talking more about it next year. But I like this. I like this song. It was a very good collab. Well, again, one of the best ones I've heard this year, next to Sticky and What You Know About Me. That was Smile, Luther, all those. All right, number 29, Stargazing from Miles Smith. I don't know. This was the one song that I don't know. To me, he's like a one-hit wonder. But it was a cute song. It was nice. That's all I can really say about Miles Smith. Number 28, Gnarly from Cat's Eye, one of the biggest breakthrough groups of 2025. Winner of winner of a VMA this year for the MTV Push Award. I believe they have Grammy nominations as well this year. But Gnarly is this was the first song I heard from them, and I first heard of them at the Kids' Choice Awards this year when they performed Gnarly. And then they really got a pop when it came to the VMAs. So this is a nice ensemble of women, and they're each brings something to the table. So that's what I like about groups. There is one more song from them that's going to be on the countdown. Number 27, we go from Gnarly to Messy from Lola Young. Breakthrough artist of this year, a one-hit wonder in my eyes. I believe she did a song with Tyler the Creator, if I'm correct. But it's a nice little alternative. I would consider it alternative. Recently, Lola Young apparently collapsed, had a little health concern. Yeah, she had a health concern and she had to stop her touring. Uh, as of right now, she is not touring, but she has put out a statement that, just to paraphrase, that she's getting better and she hopes to continue the tour in 2026. So I bel is she nominated for a Grammy? I think she is nominated for a Grammy. She might be up for Best New Artist. I can't remember off the top of my head. But all right, number 26, Wildflower from Billie Eilish, from the Hit Me Hard and Soft album that came out last year. Um, in my eyes, this is kind of a sleeper hit. I didn't really mess with this song as much, but the radio did. It was getting plenty of airtime on the radio. And I think Wildflower did end up on my countdown last year. So that's all I can really say about this song. But Billie Eilish is set to appear on my countdown again. And she is nominated for more Grammys next year, including record and song of the year. So, all right, number 25, Residuals from Chris Brown. We talked about Chris Brown earlier in our countdown. His put out another album. I don't know. This song sounds pretty good. I guess you could say Chris Brown has kind of, I don't know if redeem himself is the right phrase, but I don't know. You be the judge. Number 24, Nokia from Drake, from the Some Sexy Songs for You album that was released on Valentine's Day. Ugh. And I even said this at the beginning. I said, you're putting love songs out on Valentine's Day after Kendrick just demolished you. I'm like, this is not a good look for you, Drake. But there were some good hits from that album. And Party Next Door did this album as well. So this is the second album that he's collabed with somebody. The first one was with 21 Savage. This one he did the album with Party Next Door. But Nokia was the big hit from the album. I also liked Give Me a Hug. A lot of people liked Somebody Loves Me or something like that. This was the popular one of the year. Baby Girl. So, but good for you, Drake. You ended up on the countdown again. Number 23, Gabriella from Cat's Eye. This was the other hit. This was a huge trend on TikTok. There was a whole dance that even my cousin knows. Freaking, she practices every day. Okay. But like I said, Cat's Eye breakthrough year. Hope to hear from them again in 2026. As will the next artist on our countdown, number 22. What an interesting number. I just realized that. Taylor Swift, The Fate of Ophelia. What a year Taylor Swift has had. We have not even mentioned her name at all until this moment. Where do we begin? She put out a new album. She put out a little movie to promote the album. She got not married, but she got engaged this year. So in 2026, we're probably going to see a wedding between Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I don't know, though, because right now, Chiefs are hurting. They're hurting bad. They're not in playoffs this year, so I don't know. And then Taylor ends 2025 with a documentary of the Eras Tour and a second concert film of the Eras Tour, her final Eras Tour performance. From start to finish, featuring songs from the Tortured Poets Department album, which was up for Grammys this year. Didn't pick up any because the competition was stacked this year. But Life of a Showgirl came out, and we're going to be talking a lot about it next year, probably on the next Top 100. I expect to see Fate of Ophelia probably up in the top 10 next year. I'm already calling it now because we're going to hear it off the hook, and she'll have more songs coming. More singles to release from the album, probably a deluxe edition on the way. We'll have to wait and see. We're also waiting to hear about Taylor's version for Reputation, if that is even going to happen, because also a big moment for Taylor Swift this year, she bought her entire library back. Well, yeah, that Eras Tour, she picked up the residuals right there. She brought back her whole library. Was it this year? If it was this year, it was like the very beginning of the year, end of 2024. But yeah, that was a big win for her this year. So we don't know if the TV is going to happen, but we'll just have to wait and see. But y'all get ready because it's going to be Taylor this and Taylor that in 2026. More music videos on the way. So number 21, 30 for 30, SZA featuring Kendrick Lamar from the Lana album. Love it, love it, love it. So 30 for 30. This is not their first collab this year. They had Luther at the end of last year. And then they performed together at the Super Bowl halftime show. Beautiful. Just, oh, just perfect. I love SZA. I love her so much. And I like Kendrick too. Hopefully, SZA also went on tour with Kendrick Lamar this year. That was a great tour. I've seen videos and all that. As I mentioned, she's nominated for a Grammy again this year for Crybaby, which was the best song on the Lana album. And best believe we're going to hear Luther later on in the countdown. So just get ready for that. All right. So we get to our last little chunk that was so close to making the top 10. It's the Bittersweet group. 20 songs to go. Here we go. Number 20, Abracadabra, Lady Gaga. I expected this song to score a little bit higher. I'm not going to lie, because this song was played off the hook. Off the hook. All over the place. The music video debuted at the Grammy Awards this year, thanks to MasterCard. And yeah, it's a bop, that's for sure. A lot of parties are going to be playing this song before the year ends. But yeah, Lady Gaga with her album Mayhem, incredible 2025. Probably going to pick up a few more Grammys next year. And who knows what's in store. I want to say she's got she has been on tour. She did the Mayhem tour. So yeah, what a big year it's been for Lady Gaga. Number 19, I'm the Problem, Morgan Wallen. I believe that's the name of his album too, I'm the Problem, that he released this year. Yeah, I think he says it better himself. Believe it or not, we're going to hear from Morgan Wallen one more time on our countdown. But yeah, that's all I could say about Morgan. I don't really talk much about him. You know, he's kind of made his bed and he has to lay in it. So it's what it is. Number 18, Shake It to the Max, Fly. The remix version, Molly, Shenseea, Skillabang, and Silent Addy. This was a surprise bop. Like, I wasn't expecting to like get hooked on this song, but it did. Especially with what do they call it? Afrobeats. I want to say this was Afrobeats. Because Afrobeats is getting real popular nowadays ever since Calm Down came out. And Thames is a really good artist. That's also Thames and Rema and now Molly. They are all bringing the Afrobeats, and it's really good. Really good song. I think that's what makes the song really good. I know who Shenseea is. She's did collabs with Megan Thee Stallion. This year she did a collab with Mariah Carey on her Here for It All album. She did Sugar Sweet. It's a bummer it didn't make it on the countdown. We'll try again next year. And Kehlani. They all three of them did that song together. So Shenseea has been in the business for a minute. Number 17, Like Jenny from Jenny, the one from Blackpink. This was a catchy one too. Has its own dance moves too. But Jenny's album actually did surprisingly well. So there you go. Number 16, That's So True, Gracie Abrams. Bursted out into the scene last year. Didn't get didn't hear this song until the end of 2024, but she collabed with Taylor Swift, I believe. And I believe she went on tour. I think she was the opening act for Taylor Swift during the Eras tour in the last chunk. This was a really catchy song, and I actually do like it. It's a cute one. Um, I can't remember if she got nominated for a Grammy or not. She might have, but that's Gracie Abrams for you. Number 15, All the Way, Big X the Plug featuring Bailey Zimmerman. Big X the Plug has already been on my countdown. Bailey Zimmerman came out last year into the country scene. Very popular country artist today. Um, I think he's known for the song "Rock in a Hard Place," but this one was a surprising collab, and it did surprisingly well also. Um, but yeah, don't sleep on Big X the Plug's raps. They're pretty good, pretty nice. All right, number 14, Taste, Sabrina Carpenter. Second time on our countdown. It made it on like 20 something last year. And I listened to it more this year. From the Short and Sweet album, featured Jenna Ortega in the music video. I liked it. This was the one Sabrina Carpenter music video I really liked. And it's got a nice beat too. Not only does she have number 14, but she also takes number 13 on our countdown, Man Child, Sabrina Carpenter. This song was played off the hook this year from the Man's Best Friend album, the first single from the Man's Best Friend album. Uh, one of the biggest pop songs of the year. So probably more songs to appear next year. I know only like I tried to put Tears on there and some other songs, but Manchild at least had to be on this countdown. All right. Also made appearances on Saturday Night Live this year. She did double duty just recently, and she was a part of Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary special. So, all right, number 12, Timeless, The Weeknd and Playboi Carti from the Hurry Up Tomorrow album. I think this song was probably the first single from that album that was released because I seen it pop up at the end of last year. Also, The Weeknd I didn't mention made a surprise appearance at the Grammys. Um, if you are not aware with the story, in 2021, people were demanding why The Weeknd's After Hours album was not nominated for any categories because it had the number one song of 2020, Blinding Lights, yet the Grammys did not they said no, we're not choosing this. And I'm like, what? That's when the Grammys dropped the ball hard, and that was when The Weeknd boycotted the Grammys actually. I think he had picked up another nomination in that time period, but that was because he was featured on a song. Wasn't his choice. And so this year, everyone was gagged when they saw that The Weeknd appeared at the Grammys this year. Not only did he appear, but he performed. And I was like, wow. So their beef must be over because their beef must be over because The Weeknd would not have performed. He would have still felt strongly. So I want to say he picked up another Grammy nom. So we'll see if he shows up this year. I don't know. This boy's busy. His tours are actually really good. I've seen videos. Um, uh, a big. Speaking of which, we had the Sao Paulo tour go on this year, or that big performance in Sao Paulo. I want to say part of that was filmed for the movie Hurry Up Tomorrow. So yeah. And number 11, Squabble Up, Kendrick Lamar. One of the biggest Kendrick Lamar songs of this year, aside from Not Like Us, from the GNX album. It features Debbie Debs, When I Hear Music. So right away, I clocked that and I was like, oh, this is going to be a good one. But Kendrick Lamar, you were on a roll this year. You've got more Grammy noms coming your way next year. Let's see if you pick up a couple more awards. So, okay, well, 90 songs down and only 10 more to go. Now that the weekend has come to a close, there's only one last stop on our countdown, and that's Wednesday, New Year's Eve. We will go on the air at 11:45 Eastern, just before New York gets ready to say hello to 2026. Um, I will jump on and I will reveal the 10 songs remaining on our countdown, and out of those 10 songs, one will be named the Song of the Year. And then I'll give my end of the year spiel and say farewell to all y'all. Or I'll say hello to some of y'all who will be in 2026 at the end of that video. But yeah, it's finally here. But it's getting real. It's gonna kick in. But yeah, we're gonna welcome in the new year together, and it's gonna be great. So please join us Wednesday for the review, for the big reveal, the top 10 songs, and the song of the year 2025. Just moments before the year comes to a close. So, and that's a wrap. All right, so I will see you all Wednesday for the big reveal, and I'll dress up and everything. I'll make myself look nice, and we'll end this year together. All right. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.